Yo, what's up, everybody? This is
Josh TV.
welcome. Haven't done it live in a couple weeks. Took a week off. This episode, we're going to talk about Mike Tyson bitch slapping a heckler on the airplane. We're going to talk about da baby being da bully. We're also going to talk about Barack Obama being a villain now. Is that what he wants? Is that really what he wants? But toxic females. We're going to talk about it. But first, I want to play a song by Fuelo. Weekend in Miami. I fucking love this song. I think it's a dope song. I'm going to play it. Salute to you, Fuelo, for dropping Steady Mashing. I want you guys to pick up that Fuelo, Steady Mashing. This young guy's pretty dope, pretty legit. Seems like a cool dude. But let's play Fuelo, Weekend in Miami.
KMB back with another hit. Back with another hit. Back with another hit. Back with another hit. Don't ask me about no niggas you don't see me posted with. Don't ever care for hoes, but I sure can stroke a bitch. Posted on the block like my name's Stojakovic. I like a Mustang GT, but I still a roll of Benz. You think she only for you, then my nigga just forget it. I ass belong to the streets over pussy, don't be tripping. These hoes come a dime a dozens, but pay attention. Cause getting sidetracked will have you falling off and slipping. 50 round my hip to hold that Glock for niggas plotting. Stay on defense for bullshit like Dennis Rodman. Lawyer on standby to beat a case like Johnny Cochran. Don't ever play with us cause taking L's is not an option. Wrist on G's, he pushed the line and put it work. Took homies on the planes, he's something other than the turf. Human made or the BBC on the shirt. Von Dutch truckers like skateboard P and the nerds. Now they wasn't ready, mash your heart about my fetty. Go get it, you can bet it, yeah, I'm front line stepping. That's all on me, all I see is that layout. Do shit at ease, keep it P, get that pay route. Now they wasn't ready, mash your heart about my fetty. Go get it, you can bet it, yeah, I'm front line stepping. That's all on me, all I see is that layout. Do shit at ease, keep it P, get that pay route. Slide off in the slingshot, all I wear is G-Shot. Pure dope, uncut, nigga, this ain't no rewrite. Niggas snitching, come back to the hood, making the streets hot. How you making plays in them bands and your team not? Told you I'm for the takeover like J-Hova. My niggas slide like train soldiers with K's on them. Had them waiting like layovers when planes going. Nigga had to spit game on them, they ain't knowing. This ain't what they want though. Fuck, I need a stuff for. I hit the homie with legit plays when he come home. You niggas really think this shit a game, you see it's up though. So miss me if you think you finna play me like a punk hoe. Now they wasn't ready, mash your heart about my fetty. Go get it, you can bet it, yeah, I'm front line stepping. That's all on me, all I see is that layout. Do shit at ease, keep it P, get that pay route. Now they wasn't ready, mash your heart about my fetty. Go get it, you can bet it, yeah, I'm front line stepping. That's all on me, all I see is that layout. Do shit at ease, keep it P, get that pay route. Man, this Mac shit is just in me, not on me.
Fuelo, Weekend in Miami, from his album Steady Mashing. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube, hit him up on iTunes, Apple Music, the whole shebang. Like I said, seems like a good dude. Let's get to the show. Mike Tyson bitch slapping a heckler.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy. Should have never gave you his money.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man.
JetBlue, mid flight. My boy just got beat up by Mike Tyson. Turn that way. Yeah, he got up. Just trying to ask for an autograph, man. I don't know what happened.
No, he wasn't trying to ask for no fucking autograph. He was asking for an ass whooping, and that's what he got. And Tyson took it easy on him. This is a world fucking champ here, and Tyson still got it. I don't know if you watched his training videos. Tyson still got it. If he wanted to lay this clown out, he would have laid this clown out. Now, I read something about this clown. He got arrested for, I guess, starting this whole incident. I guess he threw a bottle at Mike Tyson, or so witnesses are saying. I don't understand what he thought was cute about this. This is Iron fucking Mike Tyson. And from what I've seen, one of the chillest old boxers that we have living. He's taking shrooms, he's smoking weed, he has his own podcast, he's taking care of his family. No fucking off or out the ring issues anymore. There's none of that I'm gonna eat your kid shit anymore. No, Mike is being a fucking responsible person. And here this clown is antagonizing a beast. And I, for one, am glad he got slapped the fuck up. That's just me. Next, DaBaby. DaBaby takes a swing at his artist named Wisdom backstage after a show. I think this was yesterday. DaBaby's wildin'. Didn't he say he was Tupac, or he's like Tupac, or some shit like that? Anyway, let's watch the video of him trying to KO his own artist who he pays. How many times have we seen this with DaBaby? He's fighting Danny Lee's brother, shooting a guy at Walmart, allegedly in the back. And then he just shot someone at his home for trespassing. Now that I agree with. What did Star from the Star Report say? I got rounds for clowns. You trespass on my property, you'll catch one. But this shit right here, this is the shit that gets you shot like Tupac. This is the shit that gets you killed like Tupac. You're embarrassing a man. And this is a grown man here. This ain't no little ass boy. That's a big man at that. You trying to stop his bag, the way he feeds his family, by embarrassing him in this fashion. Isn't that why Tupac met the demise he met? Allegedly, didn't he embarrass that Orlando guy, the Crip from Compton? But then 2-3 hours later, he was taking a dirt nap, wasn't he? No, these are silly antics from someone who should be above this. You're a fucking mega pop star now. A big pop star, and here you are trying to assault your own fucking artist. I don't give a fuck what he said. This is business. If you want to hurt him, you hurt him financially. But you do not tarnish your product. You don't step on the product. And I feel like with his own artist, Wisdom, he stepped on his own fucking product. I don't understand these young guys. Or do they just not understand business? See, Jay-Z with business, he cut people off. Now, Dame Dash put Jay-Z on. He found Jay-Z. But once Jay-Z reached a certain level, he had to cut him off. These new guys, they want to embarrass you. And there's always a camera rolling. But here's the 911 call from the shooting at DaBaby's mansion, and then I'll finish this up with him. Because I'm not digging what he's doing.
New at 5, we just got the 911 call from the Troutman home of rapper DaBaby last night after a shooting on his property. Go ahead and take a listen.
What's going on there?
Guy trespassing on my property. Yeah.
Sir, what did you do?
I shot him in his leg.
Okay. And why did you do that?
He's trespassing on my property, calling me by my name. I don't know what he's here for, what he's here to take, what he's here to do. But he's shot me in his leg. He's neutralized until you guys get here.
So that shooting happened around 7:30 last night at the rapper's home in Troutman. That's right on Lake Norman. It's heavily.
And that's where I stop it. Did you catch it? You see, he's becoming a fucking problem. There's a network. When you hit a certain level of success, you're in a whole different fucking matrix. You're not in the average Joe matrix. There's a different level of what DaBaby has to go up against. I talked about it briefly when the gays were after him. But if you didn't notice what just happened, what's on the screen, it's his address. It's where to find him. Obviously, the person who jumped that fence, who got shot on that football field at DaBaby's house, was a rookie. Probably trying to gain some brownie points from whoever told him to do that. But when you deal with professional killers that will touch you, now they know your location. You see, you're becoming a problem. And I'm talking to DaBaby here. You're becoming a problem to the record label that signed you, to your management team. It's starting to feel like you might be worth more dead than alive. You're fucking up money. When you said that age shit, everyone dropped you. So the bag wasn't being made then. You're shooting motherfuckers. Got to go to court here. Got to go to court for assault. Got to do all this crazy, getting sued here. Paying bowling alleys because you decide to fight. You're becoming a liability. When you're a liability and your life insurance policy, multi-millions are at stake here. At a point in time, DaBaby, certain people who have certain clout that run the music business will deem you a liability, and you might be worth more dead than alive. Tupac, who you say that you model yourself after, which I don't see, Tupac stood for something. The black woman, the black man, the Afrocentric ways of Tupac, the Black Panther Party ways of Tupac. He stood for something. DaBaby stands for self. So no, I don't believe you when you say that you're the new Tupac. No, you're just another ignorant Negro. You're an ignorant Negro who is always in some shit. I bet you if you look up the insurance policies per show that DaBaby does, they're probably extremely high. Like I said, DaBaby, you're becoming a liability. I hope you find peace and knock this dumb shit out, because you are becoming a liability. And everything or every time I've seen an artist act out, they become better off. They become more. What am I saying? I got a blank here. Better dead than alive. No, I got a blank. Fuck me. Got a blank there. Better off dead than alive. Get your shit together, DaBaby. Get it together. Next, you got DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee. Allows his wife to pull the Jada Pinkett Smith. DJ Envy allows his wife to go to the Shade Room of all places. Shade Room does nothing but gossip. Goes to the Shade Room and says that she faked orgasms, and he sat by her the whole time. Now, I'm not going to play the video because I hate the video. I wanted to throw up watching it. But I will read what was said, just a little bit of what was said. During an interview with this, oh yeah, this is per the source if you haven't Caught that. During an interview with the Shade Room, Power 105, DJ Envy and his wife, Gia Casey, sat down to candidly discuss their toxic relationship, including Casey admitting that she's faked orgasms for a decade during their intimacy. A fucking decade. A decade. What's up, Kirk? How you doing, bro? Casey said, quote, "We would be intimate and he would be putting his best foot forward, like he is in the business of satisfying just all around. He lives to make me happy. He puts his best foot forward in that role. So I would see him trying and I would really and really going to work. I would see him trying and really going to work. And I'm sure many women can relate. You want to reward that man for that work, and the only reward you have to offer is an orgasm. And even if I didn't feel it, I would still be performative." DJ Envy responds by saying, "It hurt me because I thought I was pleasing my wife. You hear all the stories about women talking about their girlfriends. Oh, girl, he was so short. Oh, girl, he ain't doing nothing." And I feel like they laughing. And now I feel like that's what my wife is doing. No shit. First of all, DJ Envy, Dame Dash called you out on being a beta male before, but this shows that you're a beta male even in your private life, even in your bedroom, your home, your sanctuary, your kingdom. You're not even wearing the pants there. Your wife was open about how trash you were in bed. Now, I ain't the goddamn best in bed. I know this. But I'll be damned if I sit next to a woman who I call my wife and let her drag me for the world. For the world to see and for the world to talk about. If you was worried about girlfriends talking about you, no. The world is, and so am I. That's beta male behavior. See, these women in 2022, these women have developed a very toxic femininity about themselves. Self-centered, entitled. Now, clear as day, she says, and she's quoted as saying, all she had to offer was pussy, coochie, orgasms, whatever you want to call it. That's all she had to offer a multi-million-dollar man. So she had to fake the orgasm. Now, I'm all cool with that. But that is not for the world to see because he's still working hard for you and that family. And you opened up the door for jokers like me to continuously clown him. I don't agree with this type of behavior. I'm surprised that he's still around. I really am. Salute to you for, I guess you must have some bomb twat. Salute to you for keeping him. But shit like this typically runs a man off, an alpha male. A beta male, if you are the best, or he scared to pay child support, or he's scared of what you might say about him, a beta male will stick around through that bullshit. But I understand with women like Rubi Rose. Now she's dangerous. She's not just toxic. She's dangerous. Rubi Rose admits to throwing up gang signs because it's cute. Quote, "I'm not actually a gang member." Oh, you don't say, huh? You don't say. 99.9% of all rappers, male and female, who claim to be gangsters are not gangsters. You're an entertainer. But you're toxic because you attract gangsters. You see, women like her who condone criminal behavior attract gangsters. Men that will do anything for their women. They will kill for their women, steal from their for their women. Quote, "I'm not actually a gang member. I know that's kind of like a joke on the internet. I was around gang members And I just like throwing their gang signs up because it's cute. I love the color red. I'm in no way a gang member, though. The host immediately criticized Ruby for her flippant use of the gang signs. She's quoted as saying, "I know, so that's why I've chilled out. I've loved the color red since I was a kid. My real name is Ruby Rose. Then I moved to Atlanta and I started being around like bloods. Like bloods." Now here's the video of her saying this, and she thinks this is cute. There's plenty of cute bitches in the hood that get men killed by their actions. So let's watch this, and I want you to think to yourself, if you live in the hood, think to yourself, does she remind you of someone who lives in the hood? Just think about it.
I just have been, I'm not actually a gang member. I know that's kind of like a joke on the internet. I was, I guess, not I was around gang members, and I just.
You heard the beta? Affiliated. No, she just has a twat and she was around gangsters. She's not affiliated. She's telling you.
Like throwing the gang signs up because it's cute. I love the color red. I'm in no way a gang.
I like throwing gang signs up because it's cute. There's too many males, betas, and too many females, toxic females, that do this dumb shit. Men, women have died over this shit. Now, that's not condoning being a gangster, being a criminal. But a lot of them stand for things. Now, I grew up around them, and you don't see me just willy-nilly throwing shit up. Did I once in a day or once upon a time? Yeah, I did. But when I became an adult and I seen how destructive that lifestyle was, I knocked a lot of that shit off. She thinks it's cute. These entertainers around her who probably claim that they're gangsters as well, they think this is cute. There's a gangster right now saying that bitch looks good. Oh, I'd do whatever she wanted to do. Man, I'd drink her bath water. No, she would lead you to the fire, to the point of no return. That's what would happen, gangster. Women like this are dangerous. They'll hype you up. They'll get you to bust a move, even when you didn't want to. Even when you know you're not built like that. You see, she lives in a fantasy world like many rappers do. But her looks can get a man to kill. Just her looks. And if she's good in the bed, her bedroom activities with those looks, with the gangster demeanor, could lead to death. Death. Just think about it. I just want you to think about it. But is she like Amber Heard, Johnny Depp's ex? I'm going to play audio of Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was abused. Coming from the mouth of Amber Heard, she admits to hitting him. Johnny Depp was abused. He's missing a fingertip to show his abuse. If you are abused, you need to leave. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. But Johnny Depp is on trial. Or Amber Heard's on trial. I think they're both on trial. And this is what happened. This is a small portion of what happened.
Punch you. I did not deck you.
That is Amber yelling at Johnny, the verbal altercation after a physical one between the two.
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. You're fine.
I'm sorry I didn't hit you in the face with a proper slap. But I wasn't hitting you. You see, we used to live in a world where it was whatever the woman said was true. And women took advantage of that. This is why you see the toxicity that you see now. This is why DJ Envy's wife can get on camera and say that her husband of a decade doesn't satisfy her in bed. This is why Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, can go on camera in front of him and say, me and this young guy had an entanglement. This is why Johnny Depp, as old as he is, allows to be slapped and assaulted. Because the world didn't believe these men. The world didn't believe these men. I do not advocate hitting a woman, but I do advocate self-defense. If a woman puts her hands on a man and that man reacts in self-defense, is what it is. My mama used to tell my sisters, don't ever put yourself in a man's place if you are not ready.
Fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a baby.
The audio of the undated brawl played in court after he revealed new claims from another incident where his finger was famously severed.
I was looking directly at my bones sticking out.
For the first time, Johnny on the record, alleging his wife threw not one, but 2 bottles of vodka at him after an argument in 2015.
She threw the large bottle and it made contact and shattered everywhere. And then I looked down and realized that the tip of my finger had been severed.
She cut his fucking finger off. Fuck being hit. Fuck being slapped. She cut his fucking tip of his finger off. And why didn't he go to the police? Why didn't he strike her back in self-defense? Because the way the world's built, the woman is always right. Remember last episode I talked about beta male and alpha male behavior? The reason why women are allowed to do what they do is because a whole bunch of beta males are in the position of power and they give them free reign to do that dumb shit. The civilized person does not chop off a finger by throwing vodka bottles.
And while Amber has previously denied Johnny's allegations, he insisted it happened in Australia 1 month after their wedding.
I knew in my heart, this.
A month after the wedding, she's chopping off fingers. Golly. If he would have stayed with her longer, he'd be 6 feet deep, taking the dirt nap early.
This is not life.
And Depp claimed Amber left a rather disgusting present for him after they argued around the time of her 30th birthday.
My side of the bed was human fecal matter, and she tried to blame it on the dogs. I'm sorry, I could not agree with her. I lived with those dogs. I picked up their fun. It was not the dogs.
Johnny took the stand for a second.
She shit in his bed. Oh my God. This is the worst type of human. She's the worst. She shit in Johnny Depp's bed. Cut his finger off, shit in his bed, blame the dogs, try to kill him, hit him on the face. Oh my gosh. How was sex enjoyable? When you hated her. You hated her. Come on, Johnny. You see, being a beta, Johnny, got you that. I would have sent that bitch to prison. That's what I would have done. Bitch gotta go to jail. She severed your finger and shit in your bed, Johnny Depp. Come on. Let's finish it up.
Second day and immediately took on his ex-wife.
She's a need for conflict. She's a need for violence. It erupts out of nowhere. And Miss Heard could very easily drink 2 bottles of wine per night. Well, not a problem.
He testified Amber targeted him physically,
Throwing a TV remote at my head.
and verbally.
Tell me what a bad father I was, and that I had no idea how to parent. It's to slice you up. It's to bring you down. It's to demean you.
He testified that Amber's actions made him more likely to use drugs, like he had begun to do when he was 11, amid abuse from his mom.
You start to slowly realize that you are in a relationship with your mother, in a sense.
And he made these stunning claims.
Ms. Heard had spoken of suicide on a couple of occasions. Many times when I would try to leave, she would stop me at the elevator with the security guards crying, screaming, you know, I can't live without you. I'm gonna die.
So why did you stay with Miss Heard given this type of behavior?
I suppose because my father stayed.
And we're joined once again by Court TV's.
No, Johnny, you stayed because you're a beta male. I like Johnny Depp. To be honest with you, I love his movies, but he's a beta male. And this is beta male behavior. You don't let a woman fucking just beat on you and you do nothing about it. Fuck, call the police. Who gives a fuck if you're a snitch? If she has to go, lick a twat at the state penitentiary, that's on her. She decided to shit in your bed, Johnny. She decided to cut your fucking finger off. She decided to hit on you. Fuck her. Next woman who gives you an ounce of that type of behavior, Johnny Depp, you need to leave and you need to run fast. And that's for every male. Fuck it. But here's a female toxicity, or toxic female. It's MSNBC telling you that they don't want Elon Musk telling you what to think. No, that's their job. And this came from the female. Blatant, on screen, no hiding it. If she was so callous in saying it in front of the camera, imagine what they say off the camera. Take a listen.
Who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters. They go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts. And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the issue.
In a room full of men. Control what people think. That's what she said Elon's trying to do. And in the same breath, she says, well, that is our job. See, their job is to deliver the narrative and to punch it home like they did for the election. Now, I know a lot of you voted for fucking Joe Biden. Allegedly, 81 million people voted for Joe Biden. But there's a reason why a lot of you did. A lot of you sheeple out there. Because of toxic women like her. Rachel Matthews. Your beta males, your Stelters of the world, your Cuomos. Yuck. You see, the media's job is to spew their propaganda upon you. People like me, Joe Rogan. We're frowned on by the establishment to the point of where they try to cancel us. They censor our videos, take down our videos, put glitches in our videos, because like she said, it's their job to lie to you, to lead you in the narrative that they want. Let's hear it again. I want you to hear how cold and callous that was. Like I said, just think what they say behind closed doors. She was so cold to say this on camera.
While unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the issue.
That is our job is to control what you think. And you call Trump supporters crazy? You better start looking at a lot of those Trump supporters, because a lot of them are capitalists. A lot of them are rich people. And you should be thinking or actually looking up what they're investing their money in. They're not stupid. Trust me. They're not stupid. See, the media is going to make sure you're poor. The media is going to make sure you don't invest your money while this greatest wealth transfer is happening. And it's happening. They've told us it's happening. They just don't preach it. But maybe, or not maybe, Barack Obama. I voted for him. His first election. What was that, 2008? And I ain't gonna front. I voted because he was black, and I wanted to see it happen. I wanted to see it happen. I wanted to tell my grandkids, oh, that black man was president. But little did I know, he was going to do pretty much nothing for the black community. Former President Obama says social media is designed to weaken democracy. Now, you just heard the media complain about Elon Musk and social media, but how it's their job to train us, tell us what to do. Now you have a former president, a well-liked president, saying that social media was designed to weaken democracy. Quote, disinformation is a threat to our democracy and will continue to be unless we work together to address it. Quote, people like Putin, Steve Bannon, for that matter, understand it's not necessary for people to believe misinformation in order to weaken democratic institutions. This is what he says. You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theories that citizens no longer know what to believe. No, that's what the media did, literally, 2020. The Russia hoax. Obama and them spying on Donald Trump while he was president. What Hillary, Obama, Joe Biden, the DNC, what they did to Trump is horrible. And if it happened to Joe Biden, you would call the perpetrator a racist. But the misinformation that Facebook and Twitter and YouTube spewed like raw sewage confused a lot of people. And it made it look like Donald Trump was an evil person. See, they don't want to lose the narrative. The turning of the tide is happening. Like I said, a lot of those Trump supporters are very wealthy, very influential people locally. Locally. Think about it. Locally. Barack Obama calls for more censorship. Quote, First Amendment does not apply to Facebook and Twitter. What? Freedom of speech does not apply to social media? See, he's begging them. He's begging Facebook, Twitter to start censoring people. Quote from Barack, the First Amendment is a check on the power of the state. It doesn't apply to private companies like Facebook and Twitter. Value judgments. Oh, he said, calling for more value judgments on the content moderation and censorship on social media. Quote, while content moderation can limit the distribution of clearly dangerous content, it doesn't go far enough. Oh, yeah, George Orwell. I got that book. I'm reading that book literally right now. Salute to me. Salute to me. Right there, George Orwell. Because it's happening. It's happening. You see, this man called us guinea pigs. Now, not me, because I didn't get the vaccine, but the people who got the vaccine, Barack Obama called you guys guinea pigs. And now he wants to cut off your First Amendment rights. This is what they do. The elite, when they feel the power slipping from their greedy fucking hands, they're calling for your constitutional right to be limited. This is Barack. This is Barack saying that you are a fucking guinea pig.
Yet, despite the fact that we've now essentially clinically tested the vaccine on billions of people worldwide.
Tested the vaccine on billions of people. But yet this man who deceived you into getting the vaccine, saying that it would work, that it was foolproof, and now he's calling you a fucking test lab rat. That man wants to take away your freedoms. And people like him want to take away your fucking freedom. The little that you have. Let's hear him again. Hear him again. Let me turn it up for you. I don't want you to misconstrue this. I want you to hear him for who he is.
And yet, despite the fact that we've now essentially clinically tested the vaccine on billions of people worldwide, and yet
billions of people worldwide. He's a handsome guy, well-spoken, well-dressed man. But he's turning into the villain. And I think he's doing it on purpose. I think there's something going on in DC. I really do. I've watched video of the IRS building being, or a wall being built around it. The SEC being emptied out. The FBI being empty. CIA empty. Everywhere's fucking empty in DC. It's a ghost town there. But all these high influential people work there, allegedly. I think things are going down. And he's begging for the billionaires around the earth to censor us. Kind of like how China is doing their people. Now, if it wasn't for Twitter allowing people to post this, we'll never know that China putting barbed wire in these apartment buildings so their fucking people don't leave their fucking living area. Look. If they had it their way, the American elites, this is how they would do us. But I thought to myself, I said, why would China? Why would they do that to their largest cities? Why would they pretty much imprison the people in their own homes? Most of China is vaccinated. As far as their COVID illnesses, their COVID deaths, they're very small from what they report. So why go to this extreme way of doing things? Well, Disclosed TV a couple days ago. Just in, China's defense ministry demands U.S. to cease military provocation at sea in phone call, according to Chinese state media. Furthermore, the Chinese Defense Ministry told the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in a phone call that Taiwan is a part of China and no one can change that. Maybe that's why. But again, if they would have took away our First Amendment, if censorship was just so broad, we would never fucking know that this was happening in China. We would never know that China is looking at America as an enemy right now. Not just an economic opposition, but a full-blown enemy. An enemy to their people. An enemy to the point of maybe war is necessary. It's crazy. Because our media, who they quote-unquote say it's their job, our media fails at their job all the time. All the time. That's why CNN Plus only lasted 3 weeks. Who's this? The Bears Talk Show. Haven't been here for like 3 years. Oh, well, salute to you for being here. And now I'm wrapping up. So I will catch you guys later. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in to Tosh TV. Make sure you subscribe and all that fly shit. I'll catch you Tuesday. Peace out.